Hello, welcome back to It's New. Happy to announce that Mordy is not with us today. I'm sure everybody's so excited about that, especially Mordy. But we do have Greg and Crystal. Thanks for joining. Hello. Greg, what are you talking about today?
If you were a site owner hit by the September 2023 HCU update, you may be saying, I see you to glimmers of hope.
So good. And Crystal?
If you have a shop, then you might have a badge that tells people you're better than them.
And going off of Greg's ICU, there's a lot of ranking volatilities over the weekend. And so a lot of people are seeing a lot of different things. I'm not sure if they're seeing you, but there was a weekend volatility and there's also the June spam update completed. So lots to discuss around this ranking volatility. So stay tuned. All right. So on Thursday afternoon, after we recorded our last It's New, the June 2024 spam update completed. It took literally about a week, a little bit over, like an hour later than a week. So 7 days and 1 hour to finish. I didn't see a lot of ranking volatility. Some of the tools did spike a little bit, like I discussed on the Friday recap that I did. But overall, it was pretty calm, which you would expect from a spam update. But we also had some weekend volatility right after the June spam update completed on Thursday. On Friday, we started to notice some volatility reported by the search tracking tools like SEMrush, not so much SimilarWeb, but Mozcast, AccuRanker, AlGuru, and a bunch of other ones. Charts were spiking on Friday and Saturday. Some of them slowed down on Sunday. And the chatter also spiked with that. So we definitely saw a significant movement after the June spam update has completed with this weekend volatility, which is always fun to track. I'm not sure if anybody else saw any of that, but it was fun to see that.
Yeah, there was a lot of chatter around it, and I'm not surprised with all the spam stuff going on, and with people seeing some of the helpful content spikes, which we'll get into a little bit later. So yeah, I think it's interesting to see, and hopefully people saw things going in a positive direction, but we never know.
Yeah, I mean, Greg, you saw some. Well, you're talking about the helpful content update stuff. So what do you see from people on that?
Yeah, so a little bit of good news. These are not full recoveries, just the disclaimer. But Glenn Gabe over on X and Barry, you covered it over on Search Engine Roundtable, is saying that they're small, somewhat tiny, I believe is what you used, Barry, lifts for some people that have been hit by that September 2023 HCU update. Glenn ran it for 384 sites. And if you look at the charts, you can just see it's kind of like a big down. And then there's like a little teeny, almost like a glimmer of up. And that's what Glenn had added, which I thought was funny, was that he said people are having a glimmer of hope. So hopefully Google is, going after and trying to give some better rankings or at least reward those sites that are actually have cleaned up their content and made a plan on that.
Or Google's just doing what they do, giving people a glimmer of hope and then shattering everything in their soul, destroying people and saying, here, we might go ahead and lift you, but no, we're going to go ahead and make you dive. And I asked Glenn for an update over the weekend. He said, yeah, they pretty much didn't move since then, and they're pretty much still down. Also, Mike Futas noticed the same thing, and then Lily Ray posted also shortly after, like a couple days after Glenn, saying also seeing some tiny movement. I think this is just Google testing stuff. It might be some core ranking testing. I don't think it's anything to do with the spam update, but you never know. They're all like fighting with each other. So I don't know if any of your sites are helpful, Crystal, but did you notice anything?
I mean, I was following along with the conversation from Glenn. I was really happy to see that there was some movement. I know a lot of people have found this quite hopeless. So it was nice to see a little bit of movement there, and interesting to see from Lily Ray seeing something similar as well. I think that it would be great if it was tied to something, but for the moment, I think that people will take the little boost in traffic and hope that they can continue in that good direction.
Right. And all this is super tiring, but thank God Google ads will match on betting. Greg, I know you want to talk a little bit about that.
Yes, and I'm not talking DraftKings because at Mizzle had responded to Ginny about some of the news last week we covered on Thursday where misspellings will be able to be matched in negatives, which is a huge deal. Mizzle on X wanted to make sure that if she was bidding on the word betting and had beds excluded, that it wouldn't be like a close variant that was just misspellings. And Ginny did go out and confirm that when in negative keywords match, they're going to only match on misspellings, not any type of close variants, which is a big deal. Obviously.
Good to know for sure. Thanks for clarifying that. And then I think Crystal, you want to talk a little bit about badges and so forth.
Badges? We don't need no stinking badges. No, we do. Do people know that reference? Anyway. Okay. So yeah, I wanted to talk about badges that are coming to people who are being able to say that they've got a thing that says that they're a top quality store. And this is part of a trend that Google have been doing where, they're sort of verifying sellers and that sort of things. So they now have a top quality store badge that they are testing. So somebody saw it on a few online retailers that are showing that it's a top quality store, and it's a little icon that shows there. And I think that this, as somebody who shops online and sees a lot of snake oil on social media, I think this is something that's quite useful for sellers because you don't know whether or not you're actually going to get the thing if you even give them their money. So this kind of thing can really help with online sellers to compete with the likes of Amazon and other folks.
Right. Yeah. So this is spotted by, I can't pronounce the name, but Gagan, who's been amazing. He's just finding all this great stuff. So thank you. I'm sorry for not pronouncing your name correctly. And the main change is like this top quality store badges have been around for a while. It's just they moved it from the really bottom of the snippet all the way to the top of the URL, and they're testing it at the top of the URL, which gives it more visibility. I believe this is part of all Google Merchant Center features where you can actually say how fast your shipping is and how return policies work, and it kind of gives you this top quality store badge based on all that information. So it definitely does make your eyes go to that store. So if you are in Merchant Center, you should really try to do whatever you can to manipulate Google to get those badges where you need them so you can manipulate Google over and over again. No,
you guys know about Beverly Hills Truth, that we don't need no stinking badges, right? Am I alone on that?
I don't know anything. So.
It's a quality film from the 80s. Anyway, so yeah, we do need badges, but I'll send you the link.
Cool. And just a quick note on some AI stuff. Bing Webmaster Guidelines added some prompt injection disclaimers to their thing. So if you're doing prompt injection, you may be delisted from Bing. We also cover the Google interview of Elizabeth Tucker, where she talks about measuring search quality. Super fun, interesting interview to listen to. It's about 30 minutes long. I definitely recommend you do that. And finally, Bing also is testing the people also ask AI generated content. So I made it snappy news at the end for Mordy. So
wait, you can't do prompt injection, and their AI isn't freeware open on the internet, Barry?
Wild. Yeah, there's a little thing also that the CEO of Microsoft AI who replaced, it was a whole big scandal stuff going on. He's like, anything on the web is pretty much free. What the heck is that?
He called it freeware.
Right. It's not. It's like people are putting copyright at the bottom of their web pages for no reason. Like, you think people are just doing that for fun? I don't think
so. If it's on the web, it's free use. I don't care what you say, or AI could use it, even if you have a robots file or using the Google Extended or Apple Bot Extended. It just, everybody's blowing up about that. I probably should cover it, but it's kind of nonsense. I don't know. I'm just shocked. Anyway,
yeah.
I'll link to that also. I think I probably have it in I have it in one of the headlines. In any event, thanks so much everybody for listening, and stop stealing my content. And, no, I'm just joking. Do whatever you want with it.
It's freeware.
It's free.
I'm fine with people can take my content. I don't care. People are like, oh my God, people email me, somebody took your content today. I'm like, what's new? I mean, not that. Any event, thanks so much. Back tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.